Hello survivors and welcome to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video, and in this video we're going to be looking at the next event coming to RTS, and it is going to be called Hiker's Path. Reading through the introduction, it says, Hiker's Path. In the wilderness, no one can hear you scream or see you wearing that fanny pack. No matter how vilified by fashionistas, the fanny pack has been through the ages. It can be surprisingly useful on a hike, and in our latest event, it will quite literally be very useful in completing our new roadmap. Not just that, you can also mention the fact that the terminology fanny pack means very different things around the world. Event dates: it starts on the 2nd of February at 12 PM Pacific time, and it ends on the 14th of February at 12 PM Pacific time. The grey market ends 24 hours later on the 15th of February at 12 PM Pacific time. Reading over the event overview, it says 2 new roadmaps are included in this event, one restricted to melee fighters and another restricted to range fighters. They will consist of 2 acts with 6 stages each, and both roadmaps will reset every 3 days throughout the duration of the event. Each stage will require red fanny packs as energy, and you will receive 6 free red fanny packs each day. More will be available for purchase in the store. Completing stages will award you flashlights as a reward the first time you complete them each run, and acts will reward you with trainers and blowtorches. Flashlights can then be traded in the grey market for more trainers and select attack set resist mods. So if it does last 12 days and we get 6 energy per day, we should be able to get 72 energy total. Let's see what we'll be able to do with that energy. First, it does give the details on when each roadmap starts up. Each roadmap will reset every 3 days during the event, with available runs being at the following. Run 1 will start on the 2nd of February and end on the 5th of February, followed directly by Run 2, which will end on the 8th of February, followed directly by Run 3, which will be ending on the 11th of February, followed directly by Run 4, which will end on the 14th of February. It is worth noting that if we do get 6 energy per day, you're probably better off waiting for the later runs, like Run 3 and Run 4, so you can complete an entire act and get the end rewards, unless the end rewards aren't anything to go for. If it's just stage rewards and nothing as a completion reward, which is very rare, then you can do it from Run 1 and just do partial completion. But generally speaking, it's better off save up the daily energy that you receive and complete as much as you can in Run 3 or Run 4. So first off, we'll look at the melee roadmap. It says for this roadmap, you'll be restricted to only using your fast and strong fighters. The first act will be limited to using 5-star only fighters, while the second one will restrict you to using 6-star and S-class characters only. It does give the act completion bonus here as 10 Berts, and it does look like there are going to be 6 overall stages, with each stage costing 1 red fanny pack from the energy. It's considering you get 6 per day, you'll be able to complete the Act 1 the first day if you so wish. You can only take Alert Tough here, or that's the enemy. I think, yeah, that's the enemies. Alert, 5-star alerts and tough. So you'll be doing trait bonus against tough, but you'll be taking trait bonus against alert. So you might want to just go all in with fast characters here if you want an easy way of doing things. And with first turn fast teams, that's definitely a way to go with 5-star characters. The flashlights you get for each stage is going to be 2. Then we go on to Act 2, and the cost increases. We do get an act completion bonus of a blowtorch this time around, but the stage costs are going to go up to 2 red fanny packs per stage. But you can complete the entire of the melee roadmap, because that is it, in the first 3 days. You do get 18 red fanny packs for logging in for the first 3 days, and that is the energy, of course, for this roadmap, and the roadmaps will cost 18. The grand total amount of flashlights that you can get from this one is going to be 21 for the cost of 18 of the login energy. So obviously it is better off completing the entire roadmap to get the bonuses on top rather than doing Act 1 over and over and over again. The difficulty here does go up to S10, and as you can see in the last 3 stages of this second act, it is going to be S-class enemies, so it is something to be aware of. It then goes on to the range roadmap, and it is pretty much the same idea. You can only take alert and tough fighters. The first act will be 5 stars, the same as it was before, and the second act will restrict you to using 6-star and S-class characters like before, and then obviously the enemies will increase as well. The bonus rewards are exactly the same by the looks of things. It's just going to be based on your roster. If you think your range teams are better, go against the range roadmap. If you think your melee teams are better, go against the melee roadmap. If you are going to be buying extra energy, you can do it all, of course. We'll scroll down here It looks like it's going to cost 6 again for Act 1 and reward 6 flashlights. And it looks like exactly the same cost and rewards for Act 2, where the cost is going to be a grand total of 12, but reward you with 15. So with 21 coming out again as the end amount of flashlights you can get. So you should be able to do this 4 times just from the login bonuses. So that means you should be able to get your hands on 84 of the flashlights from this event. Now, if we go to the grey market rewards, it says you'll be able to trade in your hard-earned flashlights for some very useful sets of trainers or your choice of mods. It shows Brady's, Basil's, and Benny's. The flashlight costs are listed. You can get 10 Bennies for 14 flashlights, for instance. That is very worthwhile, of course. That is, of course, extremely worthwhile if you do want to get your hands on some trainers. There are also some platinum mods here. There are only going to be a stock of 1 of these, and it is going to all be attack mods. You can either get bleed resist, main resist, exhaust resist, or trauma resist. Now, obviously, there are some important mods here. Exhaust resist against Marge will be very important, and trauma resist against Jesus will be very important. A lot of people are coming up against some bleed characters now, and this could make the difference for you. But there is a lot of RNG involved in this. They are giving you attack set guaranteed. They are giving you exhaust mod guaranteed, for instance. But how it rolls out is going to be completely random. It could come out at 50%. It could come out at maxed out 85%. You know how mods are. By my quick calculations, you should be able to get 2 of these mods if you so wish, and then you could spend the rest of your hard-earned flashlights on some extra trainers, or you could go all in on the trainers. It really depends on what you want to do. Me personally, I'm most likely going to go for the exhaust resist mod because I have got some ideas there. I would have to get lucky. I don't have too many problems with trauma resist. If I could choose the set, for instance, if I could go for defense set trauma resist, I might have gone it for it. I don't really need it on attack set. When we look at the trainers, the Bennies are looking very good to me for the rest of the flashlights I've got. I definitely will pick up those, I think. But that's it for the sort of sneak peek of Hiker's Path. It does look like we have got some accessibility. You'll be able to get yourself some, trainers or potentially some mods if you so wish. Do tell me what mods you like the looks of there. Which particular resist out of those 4 resists are you going to be picking up? Like I said before, exhaust resist versus Marge is going to work very nice on particular characters. If you did pick up Amber, I did show some gameplay of how Amber works, and if she does have an exhaust resist, like I showed that she did in the gameplay video, she can obviously nuke really quickly because she's got a 100% AP active. If she isn't exhausted, you can do that without too much fear. And this is the kind of mod that can make the difference. But do leave any thoughts in the comments down below. That is going to be the end of my video. I want to thank you very much for tuning in. And as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.